Welcome to Rob Talks. Today on August 28, 2026, we experienced a powerful celestial event, a full moon in Pisces and a partial lunar eclipse. We're continuing to put how this moon may affect each zodiac sign in a YouTube short. The link will be in the description box below. Now let's explore more about this full moon. First, this is the second eclipse of the August eclipse season, arriving just 16 days after the powerful Leo solar eclipse on August 12th. But the energy couldn't be more different. The August 12th solar eclipse was about new beginnings, identity, courage, and stepping into your power. Now the August 28th lunar eclipse asks us to look in the opposite direction, not toward what we're becoming, but towards what we're finally ready to release. This is a full moon of emotional illumination. A full moon brings things to light. Pisces brings us into the world of intuition, dreams, emotions, spirituality, compassion, and surrender. And the eclipse adds another layer, something that has been hidden may finally become impossible to ignore. During this full moon, Earth moves between the sun and moon, creating a partial lunar eclipse. Approximately 96.2% of the moon's diameter will enter Earth's darkest shadow, making this a very deep partial eclipse. There is no location on Earth where the entire moon becomes completely covered, so technically this is not a total lunar eclipse, but visually, it can still be spectacular. As Earth's shadow moves across the moon, part of the lunar surface can take on a darker reddish or copper tone. This is why lunar eclipses can feel almost otherworldly. This full moon is in Pisces, which is the final sign of the Zodiac. It represents emotion, intuition, dreams, compassion, spirituality, surrender, and forgiveness. Pisces doesn't always give us a logical answer. Instead, it asks us to listen, to feel, to trust, and sometimes, to surrender. This full moon may reveal where you've been trying to control something that can no longer be controlled. This full moon places the moon in Pisces opposite the sun in Virgo. Virgo would ask, what needs to be fixed? But Pisces asks, what needs to be released? Virgo organizes, Pisces dissolves. Virgo analyzes, Pisces feels. Virgo creates order. Pisces reminds us that not everything can be controlled. And this creates one of the most important messages of this eclipse, and that is that discernment is important, but so is surrender. Just remember, you don't need to understand everything before you move forward. Sometimes your intuition already knows what your mind is still trying to figure out. Spiritually, this full moon may illuminate emotional patterns you've carried for a very long time. You may suddenly recognize why you've been repeating a particular pattern, where you've been giving too much of yourself, what relationship needs healthier boundaries, what fear you've been carrying unnecessarily, or what dream you stopped believing in. Pisces teaches us that releasing something doesn't mean it wasn't important, it means its purpose may be complete. You can honor the past without continuing to live inside it. This eclipse belongs to a larger Virgo, Pisces eclipse series that began in 2024 and continues through 2027. This August 28th event is the sixth eclipse in that series. That means this eclipse may bring themes that have been developing for the past couple of years back into focus. Think back to September 2024. What was beginning to change in your life? What emotional pattern began emerging? What did you start questioning? And what did you eventually need to release? You may now see the next chapter of that story. This eclipse can represent a culmination. Under this full moon eclipse, you may experience heightened intuition, powerful dreams, emotional breakthroughs, unexpected revelations, or relationship realizations. Also, maybe a desire to simplify your life or the ending of an emotional chapter. You may also discover that something you once thought you needed, you no longer need, and something you once feared losing, you may finally be ready to release. In closing, the August 28th Pisces full moon partial lunar eclipse is not asking you to become someone else. It is asking you to stop carrying what isn't yours anymore. The August 12th solar eclipse opened a new door. This August 28th lunar eclipse helps you decide what you will and you will not carry through that door. You don't have to know every detail of what comes next, you simply need to be willing to release what has already completed its purpose, because sometimes the greatest transformation doesn't happen when we add something new to our lives, it happens when we finally have the courage to let something go. Now here's an affirmation for this full moon, but first, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to help us grow, thank you. Here's the affirmation. I release what no longer serves me. I trust my intuition, honor my emotions, and allow myself to move forward with peace, faith, and clarity. Thank you all for your support.